Hi everybody, my name is Tom Solid, and as you know, this channel is all about going paperless and paperless note-taking and productivity apps and so on. And today I think this is a very important video because I will talk about the hardware side of note-taking. I will tell you all the things I tested already and what I'm using to take my notes and what you really have to look for when you're choosing the stuff you want to use for handwriting and making arts and drawing on your iPad Pro or the new iPad 2018. The things I want to talk about today are styluses. So which styluses to use. I tested many, not only the Apple Pencil, I tested also several others. Then the other thing, which is a very important thing I think, is to choose the right screen protector. So what this means I will tell you as well. And then what case to use for your iPad or iPad Pro. And then I will show you additional accessories that are really worth to get for your iPad Pro or your iPad. Okay, so stay tuned, this will be fun. Alright, then let's just start off with the stylus, okay? Of course, everybody knows the Apple Pencil, okay? But there are so many other styluses out there, and some of them are cheaper. Oh, actually, all of them I tested are cheaper than the Apple Pencil, but very close. For example, the Pixelpro, from Adonet. It is nearly the price of the Apple Pencil. Keep this in mind when I will talk about those styluses. And here's the normal Pixel and Bamboo Sketch from Wacom. I tested as well. And then a passive stylus without energy, without Bluetooth connection, also from Adonet. And what I also got, to really make things comparable is it doesn't even look cheap, but it is not more than 10 bucks. And it is just a normal passive stylus here, okay? All right. And there they are. Okay, and there we go. This is the Apple Pixel Pro. It claims to be, can be used with the iPad Pro. But in my opinion, why getting such an expensive stylus? I'm not sure if you can use the Apple Pencil with your iPad Pro. The other thing is with the Pixel, with the normal one, you see, what I like is the fancy stuff here. The charger with the magnetic stick, so you just put your stylus on there, and obviously what the Apple Pencil doesn't have, and all the styluses I tested do have, are the buttons here, so the undo buttons or redo buttons. Okay, well, if you need it, usually you can just finger tap with 2 fingers on your screen in most of the apps to make redo or to make undo. Okay, and what we also got is here the Bamboo from Wacom, okay? So also with the magnetic charger, so you just put it on there, put it into your USB stick, and you can charge here the same thing, just a magnetic charger. Yeah, that's nice, looks fancy, and I also like the package, but why? Why? I think companies like Adonet or Wacom, they really get in trouble if it comes down to Apple devices, I'm talking about Apple devices here. Because as you know, the new iPad 2018 just released. For about 300 bucks, you get a normal iPad which can be used with the Apple Pencil. And this is a total game changer. Because until then, obviously you had to use these styluses to have a stylus on your normal iPad. So only if you buy the very expensive iPad Pro, you've been able to use the Apple Pencil. So this changed now, and I say clearly now, then get an Apple Pencil. No way around, just get an Apple Pencil, don't even bother about buying another stylus, okay? Why do you want to save 30 euros or something like this? You just bought a very expensive Apple product. So why don't you buy the essential thing as well? Because the reasons for getting the Apple Pencil, if you never used one, it is not easy to explain. But I can tell you some facts that you will recognize very fast when you're using an Apple Pencil compared to a normal one. The first one is you never will have a problem with palm rejection. Okay, so all of these styluses I tested are claiming that they will do palm rejection, but it's not working properly. I have to say this. It's working from time to time and then you get interruptions and so on. The other thing is precision. I mean, I don't know why this doesn't work that good. Precision. If you go down with your Apple Pencil, let me show the position where your Apple Pencil goes down, there the writing will start. It is just working. You see, even the smallest movement, it recognizes it. I mean, I can do dots, and I know every time I come down with my Apple Pencil, it will make the dot on the position I came down. For the other styluses, it happens all the time that the writing is off, or if you make dots, the dots just appear somewhere here, because I don't know. The Apple Pencil you can tilt, so you can tilt and you can shade, can make shading. Yeah, it's not possible with any of the other styluses as well. So it recognizes the angle you're holding your Apple Pencil, and this way you know it's seamlessly going up and down for the shading. Isn't this unbelievable amazing? And this was the reason why I got an iPad Pro, because I was able to test this. And as I told you, I already got the iPad 1, yeah, since the first generation iPad. And I never used the stylus because I hate the lag when I was writing. But the iPad Pro is so fast, and I think the new iPad 2018 is fast enough so you don't recognize the latency. So it's the first time it really feels like writing. If you don't want to buy anything expensive, just get one of these. You know, it's not more than 10 bucks. It's a passive stylus. I mean, even the passive styluses from these companies, Adonet, yeah, it's up to 30 bucks or something. You get exactly the same, and I think it's even, you know, more exclusive. You can exchange the tip here with a thumb tip. Okay, see how good this works. And you also have the same disc, so you can just switch over and you will have the disc here, and you can do the same as you know it from the expensive stuff here. And it works perfectly. I mean, the only thing you can't do is use your palm and write, obviously, but I tell you, it doesn't matter if you buy an expensive stylus with a Bluetooth connection, because the palm rejections doesn't work. Long story short, don't get any of these, just spend the money on the Apple Pencil. And now we get to another very, very important thing that I think is essential if you want to write notes down on your iPad or your iPad Pro. This is the screen protector. Okay, so the screen protector is maybe the wrong word, because I'm not using a screen protector to protect my screen from scratches or anything. I'm using the screen protector to make it feel more like paper. Okay, and maybe some of you remember in November 2017, I think it was November, I tested the paper-like screen protector. All right. And many of you ask me, do you still use it? And I tell you, yes, I'm still using it. And I'm absolutely convinced that this is the best screen protector you can get for your iPad Pro, or now for the new iPad for the Apple Pencil. Because, as the name says, it says paper-like. So it feels like paper. And, you know, back then I made a review. And obviously I just put it on and tested it for the first time. And then I have seen other reviews, and they tested it as well, 3 minutes, and then said, oh, well, the glare is going away. Yeah, obviously with a made screen protector, the glare is going away. But if you want to make serious notes, this is important. And so many artists also confirmed this, that you really need the resistance of your pen to make precisional drawing and writing. Okay? And I couldn't believe this. I had it on for 2 months, right after Christmas. So I took off this screen protector and I went back to the normal screen. And boy, this is a difference. So once you had it on for 1 month or 2 months, just believe me, you will be addicted to this screen protector. You won't be able to write anymore any notes on the normal glass of your iPad without Paperless. Just believe me that. Why? Because you just realize that you put some plastic on glass and it doesn't feel any good. I didn't mind in the beginning, but once I used the Paperless, also, you know, gliding with your palm, it is so much better. It feels like, you know, gliding over paper, more like this. If you have the glass, you know, you stick to the glass and it makes it even then, not only the tip, but also your palm movement is just feels much better. Okay. So another thing is, I have seen comments about Paperless. Oh, it's too expensive. It is so expensive and so on. Okay, you don't need to put this on. Okay, if you don't think you need this, why don't get it? Well, then don't get it. But if you're looking for a screen protector, and if you're an artist, you know what I'm talking about, or a heavy note taker, then you will know as well what I'm talking about. Then you are looking for something like this. And there are people out there, they say, well, on Amazon there are other screen protectors that just cost about $8 and I get a lifetime guarantee and so on. Okay, so I went and I got these screen protectors because I haven't had the experience either. You know, I got the Paperless because I thought it's a good product. So I made this test in the beginning and then I made long-term studies with it. And I got these screen protectors you out there have been talking about. It's the Tech Armor screen protector, and this is the screen protector everybody's talking about. Oh, it's only $8 and so on, and it's exactly the same. And you can trust me when I tell you it is not the same. Okay, so we have it here. This is actually the Tech Armor. So I used it already and I tested it. So that's the reason why it looks like this. But let's test it. Okay, and well, it doesn't tell you much. You have to feel it. I mean, you see, even if I'm just putting it on, you can still write something. You see, it is still working through this, so I can compare it. But I'm not sure if you can hear this. I will just go forward and then I will just record the writing. Do you hear the difference? I'll try again. With my microphone here. This is the Paperless, and this is the Tech Armor. Okay. So did you hear the difference? I hope I can amplify this. But when you're writing on the Paperless, you hear it. You hear it. It sounds like you're actually writing on paper. On the Armor, you don't hear anything. It's unbelievable. The sound difference is unbelievable. Okay, so I thought, okay, maybe another one. So I get another one. It's even nearly the same price as the Paperless. It's from Brotech. In America it's about the same price. In Germany it's quite cheap. And let's see. And I can tell you this, it's also a matte screen. And I can tell you, this feels just ugly. It feels like, you know, if you go from one side to the other, it feels like you have some holes in it and it holds you back, and then it goes faster, and so you know it's sticky at some point and so on. And that's exactly the same thing when I take off the Paperless and I'm writing on glass again. I just realize exactly the same thing. Parts where the oil is from your hands, your Apple Pencil will go faster than on a normal glass. So you know, I think you know what I'm talking about. So I found myself when I took off the Paperless trying to, you know, cover the whole thing with the oil from my hand and so on, so it's a bit, you know, more slidey, so I could properly write again and draw again. Okay, so if you're an artist out there and you're using Paperless and you know what I'm talking about, leave me a comment to confirm this. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you tested it and you're a completely different opinion, post it as well. I'm open for discussions, but you know, I'm just sharing my experiences. And I can tell you, I tested those, and I also tested normal glossy ones. Glossy screen protectors, and in my opinion all you need is put on the Paperless. And what you shouldn't forget is that you also get 2 screen protectors if you order them. So you get 2 screen protectors, you can take it off. And they also improved it. Since I bought it back then in November, they improved the way how you attach the Paperless to your iPad Pro. They now have these guide stickers here, what you can just put here on the side, and then you know, can put it on there, and then you just close the door more or less, and it's much more focused, and you will get rid of the bubbles easier than it was ever before. So I hope you see that I'm not doing advertising here. I'm really convinced of the product, and I want to show you people also on my website, because I'm talking there as well about the Paperless. I only want to provide you the information about the best products. Okay, so that's really what matters, because I'm saying I rather spend 20 bucks more and get something that lasts much longer than the things you buy for 8 bucks or and so on. You put it on, you're disappointed, and then you say, oh, I don't need a made screen protector and so on. Okay, in the end, disclaimer, it's my own opinion, and you have to make your experience. I made the experience and I tried to share it with you guys and girls out there. So just so that you know that I actually got some experience with the iPads, I already got the iPad first generation here. Okay, so I started with the very first iPad, and then I got the one in, what was it, 2017, it's not the 2018, and I bought the iPad Pro. Alright, what else do you need? We have the stylus now, we have the screen protector, and the next thing I would get is the cover. Okay, so I think the iPad is on its own is quite fragile. So you could just get one of these. It's just a silicone cover, so you can just put it in there so it's protected. And for the normal iPad, I just put it on a normal screen protector. So there are many out there. It's just protected because my wife and my children playing with this, so it could drop down and so on. So here it's more about protection than, you know, taking professional notes. So for the iPad Pro, as I showed you, it's a different approach. So in this case is enough. But for the iPad Pro, I'm getting one of these smart covers, and you can get the normal smart cover from Apple, but they are very expensive, and you only have a smart cover without anything. And what I had in the very beginning was this one. So it's also a smart cover with hard plastic, and in addition I bought this thing here where you can just put in your Apple Pencil. Because the thing is, when you got your iPad Pro, where should you put your Apple Pencil? And this was the first solution I had, you know, having the smart cover and put this on. And I tell you, I had many smart covers already, not from Apple, and all of them work, because they all got this magnetic thing. When you close it, then your iPad Pro switches off as well, or gets in standby. So that was the solution. So I took off my Apple Pencil and I started writing. And now I switched to this one, which looks much nicer. And you have the possibility to just put in your Apple Pencil like this, and then it's solved. Okay, and you see in the back there are holes, so you just make this and you will have your Apple Pencil. But it is secured in there, so I never would be afraid that it will fall off. So no worries. And as I said, all the links of this stuff is in the description. So you see, if I open it, it will switch on and switch off, and that's it. And what I really like about these smart covers is that you can, you know, put it this way, so I can watch a movie or anything, or I put it this way too, and take off the Apple Pencil to write something down. Obviously you can write like this as well, but I think it's more convenient to write like this, and it's really a charm. The combination Apple Pencil, this case, and the paper-like is really amazing. I think these are the real essential things beside the note-taking app. The next thing you should get, or you might already got by then, is a note-taking app. And which note-taking app to choose is really, again, a very subjective feeling, okay? So it comes down to your needs. Do you need a note-taking app that has audio recording? Do you need a note-taking app that has handwriting recognition or so? There are so many note-taking apps out there, and I help you with my channel and on my website to find the right note-taking app. If you don't know this yet, on my website you will have a comparison tool where you can just put in the features you need, like audio recording, and you will find all the note-taking apps that have these features. You will also see the reviews, not only from me but also from your users out there, and you can compare these apps. So for example, you want to compare GoodNotes 4 and NoteShelf 2, just go to my website, you can compare these two dynamically and you see exactly the features each app has, and there you go. So that's what I'm offering you for free, obviously, because I want you to find the right app without wasting the money. I spend the money on all these apps, testing it, telling you on my channel, and now you should save the money and get the right app for you right away. Okay, so let's go on to the nice to have things if you have an iPad or an iPad Pro, which is, for example, this stand here. Okay, I really love this stand. I show you this on the small iPad. So obviously you can put on your stand like this. You can put on the stand like this, and that's it. So the good thing about this, you have different angles. Okay, so you can also put it like this. Okay, so you get the idea. And it's very small, and that's it. And it's very stable. And it is made of aluminium. Okay, so it feels expensive, but it isn't that expensive. So just go to Amazon and check this out. Again, the links are in the description. This one, and there are different colors and so on. So I really love this. Another one you will see now on the screen, because I have to show you this on the screen because I installed it in my kitchen, is an overhead iPad holder, and that's really amazing. You know, if you're cooking something and you know there are these cooking apps where you have the recipes and so on, just put your iPad there and you can cook along, or you can watch anything while you're cooking and so on. And the nice thing about this one, you also can take off and use as a stand on your table. Okay, so I think that was really worth it to get this, and we are using this every day. All right. Another thing is, it's about the Apple Pencil. So what you will find on Amazon as well are these caps. Okay, so if you get one of these caps, you can exchange your normal cap with this cap, which just makes your Apple Pencil having a thumb stylus on the other end. And what this means is that you can use this as a rubber. You can, for example, go in Procreate, in your options, you can go to Advanced Gestures Controls, and there you can select Erase, and that's it. Now it should work that I'm drawing here. If I turn around, I can delete. You see how this works? It actually works, and then just keep going. So that's why I have those. So and they are available on Amazon as well. Another very important thing I always have with me is this. It's a power bank. Never underestimate a power bank. I mean, this is a lifesaver. I mean, that's really a lifesaver. I made a video about this, in-depth video, so you can watch this. It's a lifesaver because it will save the battery life. And you can charge the normal iPad, I think you can charge 4 times or something, and your iPhone you can charge 8 times. It's really nice. So I would never go outside without my power bank anymore. Well, I think that's it. That's the most important stuff to get for your iPad Pro, and it is not that expensive, you know. As I said, never save the money on the wrong end, just get the good stuff and be happy. Alright, if you like what we do here on this channel and so on, just follow our paperless movement. Go to my website, you will see there what I mean about this, so you can commit that you are part of the paperless movement by, you know, getting merchandise or just subscribe to the newsletter and so on. You will get all the new facts and everything you need to know about the paperless movement. And yeah, feel free. We also have our Facebook group, so if you have urgent questions, go there. We are more than 500 people in the meanwhile, and you will get a really rapid answers there. So it's really worth checking by. So if you haven't done already, subscribe, thumbs up, and see you next time.